My One Piece journey, Fishman Island. Oh my god, this arc bored me to death. I'm just kidding. It definitely had its pros and cons. Definitely an arc in One Piece so far that has been really polarizing. Now let me get to the breakdown. First of all, let's start with the positives. It's definitely a good arc for lore. The lore was absolutely amazing. The world building for Fishman Island was good as well. The themes of prejudice, discrimination against the fishmen, their relationship between humans and fishmen, how their relationship all started and why the fishmen end up hating them, prompting reflection from some of the humans. All this was really good. This arc, just like Skypiea, sets the stage for the future of One Piece. Literally a lot of good key plot points and foreshadowing was done for future events in One Piece, especially the lore aspect of it and the Fishman relationship between the humans. I keep on talking about the lore, but I'm talking about the lore and the backstory of Fisher Tiger mainly, because that was an amazing part of this. Like even the actions of Queen Otahime and her dream of existence between humans and fishmen, basically connecting Fisher Tiger to Queen Otahime with what they actually wanted for the humans and fishmen. Like I love this type of relationship and story in this arc, and I was very interested during these parts. Now let's go to the cons. It's definitely slow paced. I slept some of those episodes and then I had to go back and rewatch it. Another major thing is the villains were underwhelming. Hody Jones, Vander Decken, Caribou. Come on, bro. Those guys were just like mid in my opinion. Like I hated them. Especially Hody Jones. That guy was a knockoff Arlong. Literally hated that dude. Villains were absolutely mid. Also, a major con for me is I was disappointed in Sanji's behavior in Fishman Island. It was like an exaggerated gag, literally. I understand it, he hasn't seen women for 2 years, but yo, while being comedic, like bleeding to death just because of being a simp, come on, bro. Like Sanji's character in Fishman Island definitely took a hit. Also, the fights were kind of boring and not really interesting. All I was watching the fights for was to see the new abilities the Straw Hats had. Other than that, it was slow-paced fights, which is kind of usual for One Piece. They do have a slow build to it, but sometimes it's really good and sometimes it doesn't work, and this time it didn't work. Particularly the Hody versus Luffy fight with Shirahoshi and her brothers involved. Like, no, that shit dragged. Anyway, I said I was gonna start positive and end negative, but let's end on a good note. Honestly, I want to end on a good note, and this is something I really liked about Fishman Island. It's the goddamn ending. Basically, Oda, you just like kept me bored for a while, and all of a sudden you pull me back into One Piece with the ending of Fishman Island. You introduce me to Big Mom. Basically, Luffy talks back to Big Mom and is gonna start a war with her with his antics. And then you got Akiji and Akainu. They were fighting. Now Akainu is the leader of the Marines. Oh my god. And then you got Blackbeard, who now is one of the 4 emperors. Bro, what? Shirahoshi is one of the 3 ancient weapons. Bro, Oda, why'd you do that to me? Now I'm in Punk Hazard and I'm actually loving it, man. One Piece has finally got me. Let's continue this journey, and I can't wait till I review Punk Hazard with you guys. Hope you enjoy this video. It's one of the first, and I cannot wait to share more about my One Piece journey. Thank you for listening.